Going on YouTube? This is 1990 Hardy One here, and I really did any videos, in a while really. This one's gonna be a rant. I like the rant videos. I don't know why. I haven't done a rant video. It's been a long time, a real long time. But this rant video is gonna be about why people think wrestling is fake. I thought I did one of these before, but I looked back on my videos and I haven't. So I'm gonna get into it. People say, when you tell them or they find out that you like wrestling for some reason, they go off on it saying, "Why do you like that kind of sport?" I've heard it all. I've heard fake, gay, and all that stuff. People call you all these different names because one sport you like one sport, and I don't know how it's different than any other sport. I mean, you got basketball and hockey and soccer and football and all the other sports. This is actually a sport, just like basketball and stuff. Except the only difference is, you have basketball. You play at the season, and then they have sort of an off season. Same thing with football. With professional wrestling, they're going all year long. They don't really have an off season. Really, the only time they get off is if they don't have any house shows, they get injured, or that's about it. Maybe a couple other reasons, but basically, they're working. They're working on their birthday. They're working on Christmas. Except this year they did. It's holidays like that, like Martin Luther King. Like this past Monday, they were there for Monday Night Raw in Anaheim. They worked on a holiday. I mean, from my experience, I've been called all these different names, and people asking why, and why I watch wrestling, and I tell them straight up because I'm not any different than anybody else that likes any other sport. I'm just like a guy that likes any other sport, basketball, football, like I said. Pro wrestling can be for anybody if they want to watch it. It's like anybody. It's like a family sport in a way right now because of the PG stuff. Now, I'm not a big fan of the PG, but I'll watch it. I know it's terrible. We got no blood and violence and all that stuff, but it is what it is. WWE was PG back in like 96, 97. I've seen some videos on YouTube to say that the PG or TV PG in the corner. But yeah, people, like I said, people have told me, why you watch that, call me other different names, but they probably watch faker or as fake stuff on TV, like movies. Movies are a lot faker than professional wrestling. People also say that wrestlers, for some reason, are actors. In a way, yes. Another way, no, because they not only have to act, they have to take and learn the fall. And that gets me to another point. When people say, I can go in the ring and I could do that. I could jump off the top rope and do an elbow drop or a leg drop or whatever, swanton. Had to throw the Jeff Hardy deal in there. Anyways, they got to go. People to understand, you have to go through a wrestling school. Preferably, you have to pay to go to wrestling school. And the first thing you learn is how to take a bump. You got to fall straight on your back with your arms straight, because if you don't, you get hurt. That's what when you see these ladder matches and table matches and people getting hit with the chair and all that stuff, they could do it because they learned. They learned it. They learned how to take the chair shot. They learned how to fall through a table. They learned how to fall off a ladder. They learned how to fall off a ladder through tables, and all that stuff. I mean, the ring's not like this much, this or like this much little bit of other material and then this much padding. It's metal, and then you got probably maybe that much padding, if that, because I got like a yellow foam and a white foam, and they got the ring has wood. If people don't remember, when the Nexus, back when the Nexus was still a group, they tore up the ring, and you could see there was two kind of thin mats, and it had pieces of wood just going across the ring there, and the corners, where the corners are on the ring push, you got the ring, and then the parts in the ring where the corner in the ring, inside the ring, you got the turnbuckle here, and you got the rings here, and you got this little area right here, the ring mat. That's like the hardest part of the ring, and when they, you can tell sometimes when they land on that, you can tell it's not as soft as, the middle ring or other parts of the ring. That corner is very hard, and that's another thing is when people say that, I say, I challenge you to go inside a ring and do a match with whoever it is, and I mean, people just do not understand. They think they could just mouth off and say I could be a professional wrestler, I could work in the WWE, but you gotta go through the school, then you gotta go through FCW, and then you gotta get lucky, and you gotta have that factor, and then you can put up to the roster. You gotta have a last name. If your dad is a legend, that helps too. Like Michael McGillicuddy, that's Kurt Hennig's son. Guys like that, their dad's like Tamina. That's Jimmy Superfly Jimmy Snuka's daughter. Names like that that'll help you get in the business too. You gotta find a way to break into the business, whether it's a referee, clean the ring up, ring crew, stage crew, pyrotechnics, whatever. You just gotta you gotta work at it. People don't understand that. That's why. I would like to work for the WWE. I know every wrestling fan wants to work there someday, but you got to start somewhere. You got to have good connections, and I don't really have any good connections. So that's why I just I go to live events, I buy the merchandise, and I watch it on TV. But those are just, I guess, a few other points. I can't really think of anything else. People, they think, like I said, people think they could be a wrestler, but I mean, if you go up to John Cena or Triple H or some guy like that and go up to the face and say, I could do your job, wrestling's fake, you're either going to say, they're either going to yell at you, they're going to do something, or they may slap you, they'll punch you. They might, because that's disrespectful, and that you got to learn. That's another thing. You got to learn to throw the punches right, so they don't get hurt. That's a key factor. Is they got to train and they got to learn to take the bumps. So I got probably at least one more rant video I may do in the future. I got at least maybe two more in the future, guys. But I know people's done rants on why wrestling's fake. I know there's a lot on here, so I thought I did one. So I just that's why I did this one. Leave your comments, below in the comment section. If you have any stories about people kind of bullying you, that's another thing. People try to bully other wrestling fans, because they watch professional wrestling. I wasn't really bullied. They just give me a hard time about it. But, I just kind of blow it off. Or sometimes I have to say something. But at least stories below. If you have something, somebody bullied you or made fun of you or whatever. It's 1990 Hardy 1, and I'm out.